for something new. It's inevitable.
What the fuck is going on here?
It is a war, and you have to commit to a side.
The odds are against you.
The odds are always against me.
I'm not afraid. This is serious.
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go.
About big slow motion action sequence.
I am soaking wet right now. Sounds lovely.
Popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper ploys when you talk to boys. The ways to flirt and songs. I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair. Everything that really counts to be popular. I'll help you be popular. You'll hang with the right cohorts. You'll be good at sports. Know the slang you've got to know. So let's start, 'cause you've got an awfully long way to go. La 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 la. You'll be just not quite as popular as
Good evening and welcome to the Astra Film and Television Awards. And now to start the show, please welcome this evening's host. She is an Emmy and NAACP winning comedian, author, host, and actress, and you can catch her new podcast, Grown Ass Woman Talking. Please put your hands together for the one and only Loni Love.
What's up, Astras? Hey, everybody. Oh, y'all look so good. Look like you took a shower and everything. Oh, we got Ernie Hudson in the house. We got Chris Sullivan in the house. We got a lot of stars. We're going to have a good time, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Hollywood Creative Alliance's 2024 Astra Film Awards. I'm your girl, Loni Love, and the vision and mission of the HCA is to amplify diversity, equity, inclusion, accessibility, and culture within the world of entertainment. Now, this statement is important now more than ever. I support diversity and inclusion. And I want to say something. Stop misgendering people, because it hurt people's feelings. I know, because it happened to me. Yes, it did. I had to run out to the store, and I forgot to put on my wig. I put on a hat and had on a hoodie, and I was speeding, and the officer, he stopped me. He said, "Do you know how fast she was driving, sir?" I said, "I'm not a sir." He said, "Oh, excuse me, we support the trans community." But tonight is not about me. It's about celebrating the magnificent films of 2024, okay? What a year we have had, haven't we? A big year for musicals with Wicked and Emma Perez. A big year for animation with Moana 2 and the Wild Robots. A big year for horror, like Alien Romulus and The Apprentice. What, that's not a horror? Oh, I'm sorry. Give it 6 months, honey. All right. Did you know the top 10 box office grossers of the year were all big budget sequels? But independent cinema struck back as it always does. It gave us The Substance, Queer, Megalopolis. Okay, I will take Kung Fu Panda 18 over Megalopolis, but there was so much originality and creativity this year. Someone made conclaves exciting, y'all. Yes, what's next? Laundry in the movie? What is it? I mean, doing laundry? Let's just put the sexy Glen Powell in it, and I am for it, all right? Yeah. But let's be honest. I have to be, because I haven't seen a lot of these movies, but I wanted to give them their due credit. So I'm going to do a little Mad Libs thing about the recent night I had out. You want to hear about it? All right. Okay. But you gotta either raise your hand or do a shot or take a drink every time you hear a movie title, okay? All right. Here we go. It was a Saturday night, and I was feeling wicked good. Me and my girls, Maria, Maxine, and Thelma, hit the clubs. Thelma's got long legs and a nice smile, too. However, she's been a real pain lately. I mean, to speak no evil about the baby girl, but she's been hanging out with some bad boys for a while now, and I think she needs to find a different man. Anyway, her red one was feeling the itch, so we went to the Roadhouse. I started drinking Twitty Tisters, which got me blitzed right away. There was a band playing, but they didn't have one hit, man. The singer was a complete unknown. He told me that this would be his last show, girl. I couldn't tell if he was queer or just a stranger, darling. So I turned to the van and said, "Here's a nickel, boys." But when he looked back at me, I was spellbound. His name was Hunter. And believe me, I was craving the Hunter. I saw a good time on the horizon, an American Saga Part 1. So I took him to A Quiet Place Part 2 and let him be my monkey man. Boy, did he make me sing. He made love like a wild robot or gladiator, and I saw the TV glow. However, it was a trap. He was looking for love, saying it ends with us. But I just wanted him to fly me to the moon for the night. I said I appreciated all the kinds of kindness he did to me, but the whole idea was cuckoo. He asked if he could at least see me again, and I said, maybe in the fall, guy. So I left. When I got home to my apartment 7A, I did my nightly skincare routine using the substance my girl, Emilia Perez, had given me. Then I looked at myself in the mirror and said, night, bitch, and dragged my old ass to bed. You guys really should be drunk. Now you try to fit Beetlejuice into that somewhere. We got a show, okay? I want everyone to have a great time tonight. Enjoy yourself. Support each other. It's been a rough year, especially for actors and actresses. So we're coming here to celebrate. I want y'all to have a good time, but not like a Diddy party good time, because we don't have no baby oil. But have as much fun as you can. And you know what? I'm going to try to do my part. I vow to keep the runtime of this show about as long as a movie. Too bad that movie is The Brutalist. But I want to thank the ACA for having me as your host this year, because next year it will certainly be run by AI. I hope to do a good black job for you tonight. Huh, Ernie? But if not, at least I can take comfort in knowing there's no way I could bomb harder than Joker 2 did. All right. We would like to take a moment to congratulate all of the night's nominees. Give them all a hand. However, please note that some categories will not be presented during this evening's show. You know, Mama got to take her Spanx off. You can find a full list of the winners on the Astra Awards social media platforms. Now, let's get started. Let's celebrate those who are here with us tonight, and let's get the show started. Here we go.
Coming to the stage to present the evening's first award from Netflix's upcoming The 6888 is Milana Jackson, and from Max's Dune Prophecy, Chris Mason.
Indie films, the category for movies made with tiny budgets, big dreams, and one friend's aunt or mother or grandmother who agreed to cater for free.
These nominees, they gave us daring storytelling, unforgettable performances, and often with fewer resources than a high school AV club.
Oh, that's right. Let's honor the underdogs who remind us that art isn't about money. It's about maxing out your credit cards.
Absolutely. And the nominees are
Best Indie Feature, Hundreds of Beavers, Late Night with the Devil, Strange Darling, The Apprentice, The Last Showgirl, Thelma.
And the winner is The Last Showgirl.
Thank you so much. I wrote a little speech, thanks. Thank you so much to the Hollywood Creative Alliance. Of course, we have to thank Roadside Attractions, Utopia, and especially our sister, Gia Coppola, for her vision, her fearlessness in the face of all the obstacles that independent filmmaking presents, and for bringing together the kindest and most committed cast and crew in actual film history. We did it. The Last Showgirl is a love letter to women, to working mothers, especially to those of us who have been underestimated. It's also for artists, in it for the sheer passion of craft. Everyone involved in this movie, which we made in 18 days on actual film, as we lived and worked together in Las Vegas, did it for the love of the game. I wrote this over 10 years ago. I believed in it. I believed that Shelley was a great character. I believed that the stories of women are worthy of being told and witnessed. The key to this film truly was that even though I've been living with this script and story and these characters for so long, that every single person who came together to bring The Last Showgirl to life made it personal too. Gia, Pamela Anderson, Jamie Lee Curtis, Dave Bautista, Billy Lord, and of course these gorgeous human angels standing next to me, Kiernan Shipka and Brenda Song. And as well as every member of our crew, every PA on our set made this just as personal to them as it has always been to me. And that is how we made something special, and we are also grateful to be recognized with this award tonight. Thank you.
From The Chosen, here are stars Joey Vahidi and Luke Dimian.
Stunts are the pulse of action movies, the death-defying feats that leave us on the edge of our seats.
Tonight we honor the daredevils who turned out these incredible acts, take after take after take, and never taking credit with their face.
You know, I tried my own stunt in a movie once and everyone laughed. It's now my recurring stress dream.
Yeah, sorry I filmed that. And the nominees are...
Best Stunts: Deadpool and Wolverine, Dune Part 2, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, Gladiator 2, The Fall Guy, Wicked,
And the Astra goes to The Fall Guy.
Doing stunts is way easier than standing up here. So, well, thank you so much. I wanted to start by thanking the Astra Awards for recognizing stunts for what we do, okay? And for making them part of this amazing evening. It's an honor to stand here and accept this award for The Fall Guy. Stunts are a team effort, and this award belongs to the incredible group that made it happen. I just want to point out a special thank you to Keir Beck, who was my right-hand man on this project. I also want to thank Universal. Their unwavering support gave us the resources, time, and trust to create these sequences. They never hesitated to back us from rehearsals to testing, and their belief in what we were doing made all the difference. Working with David Leitch and Kelly McCormick was such a privilege. David's experience as a stuntman brought us so much trust and understanding to the process, and Kelly's leadership ensured we could execute our vision in the best way possible. Finally, to my wife, Kristen, and my kids, Hudson, Rowan, and Harper, your love and support keep me going, and I couldn't do this without you. Thank you again to the Astra Awards for recognizing the artistry and dedication that goes into stunt work. This award is for the entire team. Thank you so much.
To present the Filmmaker on the Rise Award, please welcome the star of Fresh Kills, Emily Bader.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. I'm very excited to be here and to introduce to you someone who is not only an incredible talent, but a teacher and a very dear friend of mine. I had the privilege of working with her on her directorial debut, Fresh Kills. And immediately, I was struck by her vision and passion as a director. But as a filmmaker, her authenticity and bravery is so visible in her work that it leaves an indelible mark on all who watch. So tonight we celebrate not only her past accomplishments, but the inevitably exciting future that lies ahead. So please put your hands together for my friend and this year's Filmmaker on the Rise honoree, Jennifer Esposito.
Yeah. This is, it's taken a long time to get this movie done, so I'm just going to read this. From a kid, I always loved to tell stories. I was that annoying child that would put on plays and make you watch. I decided when I couldn't afford to go to NYU Film School to become an actor instead. Eventually realizing as an actor I really wasn't telling the stories I wanted to tell. I wasn't speaking words from stories that didn't really represent me in the world I wanted to live in. And when I started writing Fresh Kills, it was from a place of deep pain and deep frustration. The pain from being told who and what I was allowed to be in this industry. And the frustration from knowing that that had a lot to do with my gender and my status here. When Fresh Kills was ready to be shopped around, I was told other things. I was told that maybe the world wasn't ready for a female to step into such a hyper-masculine mafia genre. I was also told that I would need a male director and was asked to step aside. I was also told I needed a big male lead to fund my film, and the likelihood of me getting this made was slim to none. So I did the things that you're not supposed to do, and I mortgaged my house, and believe me, I shouldn't have done that. But I don't like to be told who and what I can be. But more than that, I believe that stories matter from everyone. And I believe that stories shouldn't be held on who is in them and who is funding them and who is distributing them, but on the stories themselves. The journey has been brutal, but I would do it again because I believe in film. And I believe in that all stories, regardless of anything, should matter. After a year in the film festival circuit, winning awards, yet still waiting for distribution, it was seeing the response from the audience, how deeply this film touches them, men and women, humans, seeing human stories, and that is what kept me going. So I am so honored tonight. But I share this with all of the people, and I know so many of you fought for me here and out there who have championed this film and who still believe that all stories matter. I thank you. I share this with you, but also I could not have done this film without the insane talent of Emily Bader, Odessa Azion, Annabella Sciorra, Nick Cirillo, Dominic Lambardozzi. They should have all been recognized across the board. So I'm sharing this with you. My producers that I don't even know where to start, Samantha Sprecher, Christine Crocus, and the MVP of this whole thing, Leslie Owen. My angels, Jesper, Harvey, Harsh, Purvi, I thank you all. And I will tell you this, yes, it is based in a mafia world, but this movie is about finding a voice in a world that tells you not to have one. And I implore all of you who are told no to keep going, keep searching for your voice, and when you find it, scream it from the mountaintops. So thank you very much.
She is the voice of Jean Grey on X-Men 97, and she is the iconic Rogue. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jennifer Hill and Lenore Zahn.
Well, hey there. You know, this category, it proves that cartoons aren't just for kids. They're for actually permanently emotionally stunted adults, too.
These are my people.
I know, me too.
This year's nominees include snails, robots, and the colorful machinations of a brain going through puberty.
Well, you know, Sugar, my brain should not be animated, ever.
I would actually pay to watch that.
Oh, yeah? Would you?
I would, oh yeah. The nominees are...
Yes.
Best Animated Feature. Flow. Inside Out 2. Memoir of a Snail. The Wild Robot. Transformers 1. Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul.
Wow. They all look fantastic. But the Astras goes to Wild Robots.
Thank you. I think I'm way too tall for this. No, it's all good. It's all good. First off, thank you so much to the Hollywood Creative Alliance for this great recognition. We are so humbled to be considered amongst our peers in what has been an incredibly diverse and sophisticated year for the art of animation. These stories can carry real power to evoke change, empathy, and understanding of our world by conveying them through a fantastical lens. And this was very much the case for us in adapting Peter Brown's remarkable book, The Wild Robot. Peter's guiding principle for his book is that kindness is a survival skill. Those words resonated with us so deeply that it became our mantra, not just for the central theme of the film, but also for what we hope to live up to in the experience of its making. On behalf of writer-director Chris Sanders and myself, we wish to thank Margie Cohen, Kristen Lowe, Donna Langley, and everyone at DreamWorks and Universal for being our biggest champions, as well as our powerhouse cast led by Lupita Nyong'o, Pedro Pascal, and Kit Connor, our amazing production crew, and our musical talent, including composer Chris Bowers, who's here with us tonight, whose shared passion for this project broke new ground for us in ways that exceeded even our wildest expectations. Thank you so much.
Please welcome Kiriana Crater, the star of Star Wars Skeleton Crew, and Montana Jacobowitz, the voice of Butters in South Park, joining the Panderverse.
Adapted screenplays are the ultimate game of, I read the book, but the movie was better.
Or, at the very least, I saw the TikTok review, but the movie was better.
This year's nominees gave us everything: political intrigue, finding purpose in prison, and Wicked, a timely reminder of the dangers of trusting magicians.
And the nominees are...
Best Adapted Screenplay: Clint Bentley and Greg Quaidar, Sing Sing. Denis Villeneuve and John Spates, Dune, Part 2. Glenn Powell and Richard Linklater, Hitman. Peter Strahan, Conclave. Ramel Ross and Jocelyn Barnes, Nickel Boys. Winnie Holzman and Dana Fox, Wicked.
And the Astra Award goes to...
Deneen and John for Dune Part 2.
First of all, I need to extend the warm thanks of my co-writer and director, Denis Villeneuve. As an international man of mystery, he was unable to attend tonight. His travel schedule is crazy, but I know how much this means to him. Denis and I shared a childhood love and a lifelong relationship with the novel Dune. We read it many times. It created an imaginary universe in which we spent much of our youth. It's filled with political intrigue. It is profound, at times wise, morsels of beauty, hundreds of characters, and a tall order to fit into even 2 films. But it's been a labor of love. I need to thank the incredible cast and department heads who, in partnership with Denis, made this movie what it is, I think, a film that will last a long time. And thank you to the teams at Legendary and Warner Brothers who believed in this story and in Denis' vision. Thank you.
To present tonight's Artisan Achievement Award, please put your hands together and welcome back the producer of The Wild Robot, Jeff Herman.
Hello, I'm back. This time, I'm so happy to give out an award to somebody who's very, very dear to me, by the name of Chris Bowers, our composer on The Wild Robot. Music is Chris Bowers' lifeblood. It is deeply ingrained in who he is. From a young age, Chris has harnessed the power of music to express the emotions for which he could not find the words. He's an accomplished jazz and classical pianist, a graduate of Juilliard, an award-winning film composer, and a documentary filmmaker whose work has raised awareness for the music community, particularly in his Oscar-winning short, The Last Repair Shop. His scores are a unique blend of timeless and contemporary styles and cover a range of diverse projects from Green Book, King Richard, and The Color Purple, to Bridgerton, Mrs. America, and When They See Us. With The Wild Robot, Chris has delivered his most personal film score to date. In a film in which music itself is a character, Chris's powerful score is undoubtedly the soul of the movie. Soaring, heartbreaking, and transcendent. He's also the kindest and most genuine person with whom I've ever had the privilege to work. I think before I bring Chris up here, I think there's a little video clip that we're going to run real quick.
The score on this is exquisite.
The musical element in Wild Robot is our heart and soul.
Chris Sanders asked for me to come on because there isn't that much dialogue, and music would carry a lot of this film. Moving on, my process is always going to the piano and playing to try to find that emotion. I'm really excited for people to walk away with the nostalgia and reminder of connecting with either a child or a parent and looking at family as a broader idea, thinking about their communities and everybody that they are touching and who touched them.
So on behalf of writer-director Chris Sanders and the entire Wild Robot team, please join me in congratulating and welcoming as Chris Bowers to the stage, as we're honored to present him with the Artisan Achievement Award.
So much. I'm definitely shorter than Jeff. This means so much. Thank you to the HCA for this incredible honor. Recognition like this means a great deal with all these extraordinary storytellers in this room. You know, you all are artists that approach storytelling with such depth and intention, and so a moment like this is something I'll treasure forever. I started falling in love with film music when I was a kid. And for me, like Jeff said, it was the clearest way for me to express emotion, music. And it was something I realized where I could tell a story, essentially. And it was the films and the scores that were great at conveying emotion through music that I fell in love with. Realizing that music could be more than accompaniment, and that just like the lens for a cinematographer or the subtle choices for the actor, that the music could be another layer to the storytelling. And it was the director relationships and collaborations with composers that really leaned on music to enhance that emotional narrative that I fell in love with. And so working with Chris Sanders was that kind of collaboration. He was so amazing at challenging me to think about this story on a deeper level. We would ask ourselves questions about how music could reflect the arc of these characters, the arc of the story. We talk about how Bright Bill, who's this baby gosling, this awkward little goose, what it's like to have him transition to this confident leader and what the music would do to follow that journey. Or Roz being this unfeeling robot and becoming this maternal, protective figure that's capable of love. How would her theme musically represent that transformation? And there were so many moments where Chris would actually strip away dialogue and lean on music to carry a lot of the weight of the emotional story. And so it was such an honor to work with him. And there was one sequence in particular where I wrote the main theme for this migration sequence. And it's a moment where Roz is raised Bright-Bill to, teaching him how to fly and giving him all the tools to ultimately leave her. And it was something that when I first approached it, my first approach was pretty timid and kind of careful. And Chris reminded me of the complexity of the moment. If you haven't seen the film, it's a very tense moment for the two of them. And that made me reflect on my own early days as a father. My daughter was just an infant when I started working on the project. And I realized that I didn't want to think about that complexity. I didn't want to think about the future and think about the inevitable conflicts, the inevitable failures, the inevitable moments where I'm going to fall short of what she needs from me. And so it was honestly thinking about that honest truth and putting that into the music that developed the score for this. For me, the greatest film scores are the ones that linger. They're the melodies that you can hum much further after you've seen the film, but it takes you right back to that moment where you saw the film in the theater and brings back all of those emotions. And so that's what I want to do with The Wild Robot. I wanted to try to find a way to match the themes that Chris and Jeff and everybody did such a great job portraying with the story, the idea of support, love, and evolving to be more than you're programmed to be. And hopefully people can listen to that score and still feel those feelings after the credits roll. So I want to say thank you so much to Chris Sanders. Thank you to Jeff. Thank you to everybody at DreamWorks and Universal for carving out space for music to be a character in this film and trust me with that. Also my wife, Brianna, and our daughter, Coda. They are the inspiration for everything I do, especially this film. And to all of you, thank you for being, artists and icons and people that remind us that if we create from a place of heart and vulnerable courage, that we can make things that last forever. So thank you all so much.
Please welcome back to the stage your host for the evening, Loni Love.
How's everybody doing so far, huh? We are moving it along, aren't we? Now make sure if you take pictures, you hashtag the Astras. Make sure you hashtag that. Maybe we can get it going. Did anybody see the movie The Challengers this year? Anybody? Ooh, with Zendaya and them two white boys. Ooh, it was so good. I ain't seen chemistry like that since I mixed Tequila with Regret. Okay. Right now, I have to throw to this TV awards montage. So continue to eat, talk among yourselves, and watch this wonderful montage.
Hello there. I'm here to show you a wonderful place.
Let's begin, shall we? Three, two, one.
And you're screaming.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, yeah.
Shut the fuck up, please.
I'm going to be honest, I'm disappointed. I was expecting more from a childhood hero.
I really did the best under the circumstances of a person who hates people and yet had to be amongst them.
Why are there cameras here?
Yeah. I'm working on it. Let's just take the picture.
Okay.
Sunshine.
She voices iconic characters on Overwatch and Apex Rising, and she was the star of the Freebie hit series Jury Duty. Put your hands together for Anjali Bhamani and Trisha Lafash.
Supporting actors don't just elevate the story, they steal scenes, break hearts, and occasionally make us wonder why they aren't the leads.
Exactly. These nominees delivered standout performances that made us laugh, cry, and gasp, sometimes all in the same episode.
Sometimes all in the same scene.
That's true.
Yep.
And the nominees are
Best Supporting Actor in a Broadcast Network or Cable Drama Series. Benny Safdie, The Curse. Ernie Hudson, Quantum Leap. Jake McLaughlin, Will Trent. Jason Clarke, Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers' Destiny. Jason Segel, Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers' Destiny. Jeremy Sisto, FBI. Nathan Lane, The Gilded Age. Wendell Pierce, Elsbeth.
And you know what? You do it. Okay. If you know, you know.
And the winner is the one and only Ernie Hudson.
I have to say this is a surprise and a very, very nice surprise, especially since we just got canceled. But it's great, and it's I'm speechless. But and so thank to the Astra Awards for this. It's really I'm speechless. But what I have to say before I acknowledge anyone, my wife is here with me tonight, and she has been with me for pretty close to 50 years, step by step. She's never wavered. I love her dearly, and I'm so happy to have this moment to just acknowledge just how incredible you are to me. So, thanks NBC and for making it happen, and the producers, and just a great crew. But the cast, Raymond Lee, Nanrissa Lee, Caitlin Bassett, I'm going to go blank on Mason Alexander Park. It's just a blessing to be able to do what we do. You know, it's been almost 60 years, and to get a chance to work with people like people in this room, to give meaning to all of this, to go out into the world and meet people who are touched by this, it's just overwhelming. And I'm at an age now where I can't look too far in the future. I can't plan the future thing anymore. But I am so thankful to have come to this point, to be here with you tonight. And the food is actually pretty good, too. So thanks, guys.
From Crunchyroll's Attack on Titan, please welcome Robert McCollum and Trina Nishimori.
Anime.
Animation, most often but not always originating in Japan.
Usually, but always based on manga.
Graphic novels.
And watchable in dub or sub.
Sub, which is subtitled, or dubbed by English voice actors like myself and Trina.
Like the characters we voiced in Attack on Titan, last year's winner for the animation category.
Which is why we are here and invited to ask and present this year. But this year they have created their own category specifically for anime. Now a $1 billion industry All in and of itself, anime is all grown up, and that is why we are here to present for it. But you are better at, we've been doing this for 25 years together. You're better at doing most things, so you should read the winner.
I mean, usually I'm better. Not always, but clearly this time, because you forgot to say that we should probably watch the nominees.
Nominees first, yes. And the nominees are...
Best Anime Series: Blue Eye Samurai, Frieren: Beyond Journey's End, Ninja Kamui, Pluto, Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, Solo Leveling.
And the Astra for Best Anime goes to Solo Leveling.
Solo Leveling.
Thank you so much to the HCA. My name is Alex Lee. I'm the English voice actor of Sung Jin-woo in Solo Leveling. I'm so honored to be here to accept this award on behalf of Aniplex, A1 Pictures, Crunchyroll, and in addition to that, I would like to thank our Solo Leveling committee, our amazing director Shunsuke Nakashige, and our creator Chugong. And 14 years ago, I was barely able to string along an English sentence, but to be here on the stage, to be a part of something so cool created by so many amazing, talented artists, musicians, story writers, voice directors, incredible voice actors from all around the globe. It's just so inspiring to see this medium and these stories get recognized. And yeah, I'm kind of shaking a little bit, so sorry about that. But speaking of cool and amazing people, they couldn't be here tonight, but we do have a very special message from our director, Shunsuke Nakashige, and our awesome producer, Sota Furuhashi, all the way from Japan. So please take a look.
ソロレベリング監督の中重俊介です。同じくソロレベリングでプロデューサーをしておりますアニプレックスの古橋です。この度はアストラテレビアワードにて、ベストアニメシリーズ賞をいただきましてありがとうございます。はい、アニメソロレベリングは韓国の Webtoon を原作にしたアニメーションでして、アニプレックス、A1 ピクチャーズともにWebtoon をアニメ化するのは初めてだったんですけれども、このような素晴らしい賞をいただけて、何よりソロレベリングが世界中のファンに愛されて、嬉しく思っております。ソロレベリングは現在シーズン2を、鋭利制作中でございます。引き続き皆様に愛していただけるような作品を、スタッフ一丸となって作っておりますので、もうしばしお待ちください。最後に、ソロレベリングを応援してくださっている世界中のファンの皆様と、制作に携わっているスタッフの皆様に、感謝を申し上げます。はい、繰り返しにはなりますが、この度は素晴らしい賞をありがとうございます。シーズン2もぜひ応援よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
Hi, it's us again. So now from the world of anime to the world of animation. The contenders in the animated series category gave us stunning visuals, unforgettable characters, and storylines that made us question reality itself.
That's right. These aren't the animation or cartoons of our youth, right? They're not like the Saturday morning cartoons that we used to watch.
Okay, except for X-Men 97, which is actually a continuation of the greatest Saturday morning cartoon that I ever watched, which was X-Men, the animated series. So it kind of is this. I'm sorry.
No, you're right. I get it. But, let's be honest, right? From heartwarming stories and tales of otherworldly adventures and creators behind those series, they've shown us animation is so much more than just cartoons. They're telling stories that touch our lives, and they're amazing and wonderful and just as powerful as live action, but with far less hair and makeup,
So little makeup. And the nominees are...
You got it.
Best Animated Series or TV Movie: Big Mouth, Clone High, Curses, Harley Quinn, Has-Been Hotel, Jurassic World Chaos Theory, Orion and the Dark, South Park Join the Panderverse, The Simpsons, X-Men 97.
And the winner for the Astra Best Animated Series or TV Movie is...
X-Men 97!
I do too. You know, we have Jean Grey and Mr. Sinister here on stage with me as Rogue, and we want to say thank you so much. You know, X-Men 97, like the original X-Men the animated series, is a masterpiece in storytelling. And it takes a team to create something this good. So congrats to our amazing team of producers, writers, artists, musicians, directors, and fellow cast members. I am so proud of what we accomplished. Credit is due to Kevin Feige, Brad Winderbaum, Dana Vasquez Eberhardt, Sean Gantz, Jake Castorina, Charlie Feldman and Bo DeMeo, Meredith Lane, Chase Conley, Emmett Yanamura, and Matt Chauncey. And many thanks to our loyal X-Men fans, who it sounds like some of them are in this room. Thank you so much. You know, as our original director, our OG director, Larry Houston, likes to say, when all of the elements came together that first time around back in the 90s, it was like lightning in a bottle. Well, I'd say the success of this year of X-Men 97 proves that lightning really can strike twice. So, here's to creating art that makes people remember their humanity, and to artists everywhere for whom love, compassion, and courage are their internal compass in a world where the only thing constant is change. Thank you again for this great honor, and remember, when times get dark, keep the faith. Thank you. Thank you.
Join us in welcoming the star of Bravo's The Real Housewives of Potomac, Karen Huger.
Great directing is an invisible hand that shapes every moment, every shot, and every emotional, gut-wrenching point in a scene. These directors conjure entire worlds, giving us visuals that left us stunned and stories that stayed with us long after the credits were rolled. Not to mention the fact that they leave us asking, are we allowed to do that on TV? The nominees are
Best Directing in a Limited Series or TV Movie. Baby Reindeer, Episode 1, directed by Veronica Dufilska, Netflix. Black Mirror, Joan is Awful, directed by Ali Pancu, Netflix. Fargo, The Tragedy of the Commons, directed by Noah Hawley, FX. Lessons in Chemistry, Her and Him, directed by Sarah Adina Smith, Apple TV+. No One Will Save You, directed by Brian Duffield, Hulu. Quiz Lady, directed by Jessica Yu, Hulu. Ripley, series directed by Steven Zalian, Netflix. Red, White, and Royal Blue, directed by Matthew Lopez, Prime Video. The Fall of the House of Usher, The Telltale Heart, directed by Mike Flanagan, Netflix. True Detective Night Country, series directed by Issa Lopez, HBO.
And the winner is The Telltale Heart, Mike Flanagan.
Wow. You know, when I first started out in television, I took a pitch around town, and everywhere I went, they told me emphatically that horror would not work on TV. And that turned out very much not to be true, because I don't know about you guys, but every time I turn on the TV these days, I'm scared shitless. So when we started working on The Fall of the House of Usher, we set out to make a story about greed and corruption and corporate politics and justice. And it has not been that long since it came out, but it feels like it's already outdated. It feels like it's already kind of quaint looking back. But it has been a great honor to be able to work on that show. And I want to very, very strongly thank Netflix, with whom I made 5 series in 5 years. And that Netflix supported this very strange and ambitious show, I will always be deeply grateful for. I also very much want to thank 2 of my favorite collaborators who are here with me tonight, Rahul Kohli, who has starred in a number of our shows, and the amazingly talented Kate Siegel, who is not only my favorite collaborator in front of the camera, but the collaborator of my life as well. The last thing I want to say, and I know I've already talked too long, but I like to monologue. The last thing I really want to say is that one of the things we talked about in this show is where to find hope. We struggled to come up with that answer, but I'll tell you, just being here tonight and seeing what's happening in our world and in our industry and trying to figure out what the landscape of film and television really looks like, I've taken hope a few places just being here. I took hope listening to Jennifer Esposito talk about what she went through to make her film, which I think is very inspiring. And I met some filmmakers earlier tonight who told me that they had made a 4-episode limited series for $10,000 that they had gotten out there into the world. I think as long as there are storytellers, there is hope. And as long as we can tell the stories that move us and put them out into the world that have a chance of moving others, stories can change the world. It doesn't happen quickly, but it can happen. So I'm honored to be with you all. Fellow storytellers, thank you so much.
To present this year's Astra Legacy Award, he is the voice of several characters on One Piece, including Frankie, Karubi, Roshio, and Rivers. Please join me in welcoming Patrick Seitz to the stage.
To leave behind a legacy means creating something so impactful and so resonant that it transcends time, borders, and generations. A legacy is a story that continues to inspire, connect, and empower countless lives, even long after its beginning. This year's Legacy Award goes to a phenomenon that has done just that. An anime that has sailed across decades, bringing joy and adventure to millions of fans worldwide. One Piece isn't just a story about pirates chasing treasure. It's about the treasure found in friendship, loyalty, and an unshakable belief in dreams. It's about standing up for what's right, no matter the odds. As the English voice of Frankie, one of the quirky, lovable, and downright unforgettable characters of the One Piece universe, you read the script. I have seen firsthand how this series has become more than just entertainment. It's become a way of life for so many fans, myself included. So, having said that, tonight it is my great, great privilege to present this year's Legacy Award to One Piece from the legendary anime studio Toei Animation. Let's take a moment to celebrate the unforgettable journeys, the iconic moments, the lights coming back on, and the legacy that is and forever will be One Piece. Toei Animation couldn't be here today, but I am honored to have been able to present the award on behalf of the millions of fans all around the world who have followed the journeys of Monkey D. Luffy and the Straw Hat Crew. As Frankie would say, Super!
Fresh off his Gotham Award win is the director of Amazon MGM Studios, Nickel Boy, Ramel Ross.
I gotta do better. This is a little bit. There we go. Hello, you guys probably have no idea who I am, but that's okay. I'm here to present an award to someone really talented, so. It's my pleasure to be here today to celebrate the work of Jomo Frey. When I set out adapting Colson Whitehead's novel, The Nickel Boys, and figuring out how to best tell the story cinematically, I knew what the film should look like. I was sure of the framing, how the movement should feel. I was really just looking for someone to fill in my obvious gaps. I'd seen a bit of Jomo's work. I knew that he could frame fairly well. Insert Weekend Jomo. Jomo's use of color and light to tell stories was compelling. Myself, a photographer who genuinely relates to the world, photosomatically, that was good enough for a collaboration. So I zoomed with Jomo on the DP search with the unexpressed intent to see how our personalities fared together. And lo and behold, what a surprise. I never saw it coming. Not only within less than 5 minutes was I sure Jomo had to shoot Nickel Boys, but I realized he was a person only limited by the ideas and resources entrusted in him. In short, Jomo was a G, and by G I mean genius. The perspective Jomo had on images, their life force, their DNA, their clothes, their cosmetics, was just the beginning of our conversations. What I really felt in Jomo was the sense of someone who was seeing the world for what it is, specifically the world for what it is as it intersects with the filmic image and the filmic process, which we know, I hope we know, as makers in this room, is more in conversation with itself than the lived world. This is an understanding that exists in both ideas and the sensory human process. And very few people I've met are that in tune with the image as sound, with the image as touch, with the image as balance, with the image as taste, with the image as fear, and most importantly, with the image as death. This is how observational logic and the sentient perspective can move forward. This is what the film needed, I felt, or really what the film demanded. Someone who could build the ephemeral and the theoretical, someone who could draw light with me, but draw light, as I like to say, for people of color like myself who are backlit by history, sort of cast in infinite silhouette. Jomo challenged the aesthetic by asking it to be fully integrated and nimble, efficient as nature, yet wholly contrived. My intention was to put in a perspective into the world that it hadn't seen, one missing from history. And not only was Jomo the least bit intimidated or thrown off by that pursuit, but he could fully carry the burden, advance the idea, and open the film up to new possibilities. I guess in short, because clearly this entire speech has been about me, wink Jomo, I was lucky to have a partner and collaborator like him, not only for his technical prowess and artistic prowess, but for the perspective he brought to the proceedings. He poured himself into the film, and the result is something I will forever be proud of, and I hope he is too. Oh, stay, not yet. But before I bring Jomo here, please take a look at his work.
Young man, do you know a student named Elwood Curtis?
Yes, I do.
Thank God. They told me that he can't have visitors. Would you please?
Yes, ma'am.
I came all this way. It's a crime that they won't let me see him. It's a crime. What kind of place is this? They won't let me see him.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Anyway, I thank you. What is your name?
It's Turner, ma'am.
Oh. Turner. Well, I'm glad I can rely on somebody around here, Turner. When was the last time you had family to come visit you?
Well, you know,
I came all this way, and I can't hug Elwood, so I guess you'll have to do. What are they feeding y'all? You can't muss up a bigger hug than that. I'm gonna remember that next time. Turner. Hug me again. What are they feeding y'all? You can't muster a bigger hug than that. I'm gonna expect it next time, Turner.
Yes, ma'am. I'll see how we'll guess this.
Thank you so much.
So it is my honor, my very short honor in this moment, to present this year's Artisan Spotlight Award to the cinematographer of Nickel Boys, Jomo Ferrer.
Thank you to the Hollywood Creative Alliance for this, and a big thank you to Orion Pictures, Amazon, MGM Studios, Plan B, and Anonymous Content, and to Ramel for those really moving words. The feeling is deeply mutual. I know that this film has left me changed as an artist, as a cinematographer, and that's a feeling that I don't hold lightly. It's a feeling I imagine that is only possible when you're supported by passionate and driven artists and you're constantly pushing what you're capable of and what the image is capable of. And from our first initial meeting to now, it has felt like one unending conversation. And I'm continually and eternally grateful to have been invited to this journey with you, Ramel. So, first and foremost, I want to thank you for having this vision and for trusting me with it. What we had hoped to do with this movie was to create an image, or perhaps even a gateway, that invited the audience to inhabit the bodies and the souls of these boys, to create an intimacy that allowed us to share in their world. Without the profound gifts of Ethan, Brandon, Anjanou, and the rest of the cast, those hopes would have fallen flat. You all brought so much to this world, and aside from your performance, you brought a kindness and a selflessness of giving of yourself that was profound to witness each day. I'd also love to take a moment to just mention how inspired I am by the work that's being put into the world in our industry. This time of year, if you're fortunate, you're able to get up here and thank folks and talk about your work, but I'm just so energized by other people's work and the push to evolve and expand our craft and of what cinema can be and what cinema is capable of being. Whether it's the evocative sweeping imagery of Dune, the playful profundity of Problemista, or the moments of reverie in the opening image of The Brutalist, you inspire me to dream not only of what film is, but what film can be. I'm thrilled to be included, so thank you once again for appreciating Nickel Boys and what we attempted to try to build with this image. Thank you.
Pets are love. Pets are love. Pets are love.
They are unconditional love and attention.
Pets are love. I mean, come on. Come on. Right?
Pets are love, and that's why we're Petco Love. We're celebrating 25 years of love and how that love saves lives. We put our love into action to make communities and pet families closer, stronger, and healthier.
We have built families due to the adoption centers in Petco. It makes a community.
We are in Houston at the Petco Love Mega Adoption Event.
We just felt like she needed a home. It's an incredible event.
901 adopted!
Petco Love is very instrumental in making these events happen. It's because of the donations that they get at the registers at Petco. All of those donations make events like this happen.
Petco Love harnesses the power of love to save pet lives, and we're just getting started.
Y'all, I am not nominated for anything tonight, but I done won. Look at these little ones. And can we also take a moment to give a hand to Suzanne Kogut and all of the wonderful folks at Petco Love for everything that they do. Oh, just so wonderful, everything that they do. They're always here at the Astras. They're always doing amazing things all over the country. I believe I just heard that you guys did your 3 millionth vaccine. Is that what you said, Dana? Recently. Just so many things.
That's it. Well, you've told it all, so I mean, no, I'm kidding. I'm so happy to be here. This is our 3rd year.
as the charitable partner of the Astras, and we're so excited to be here with you tonight. Petco Love does. We work to reunite pets across the country. We provide veterinarian care to those who can't afford it. And we also partner with over 4,000 animal welfare organizations to bring pets and people together. 7 million pets adopted so far.
So, knowing that, who wants to make that 7,000,001 and bring home some love for the holidays by adopting a pet tonight from our dedicated friends at the Annenberg Pet Space? One of these little ones. I believe, actually, one of our winners tonight, Lenore Zahn, has already adopted one of these little lovelies.
Lenore adopted little Simba, so cute.
Yes, little Simba, who I believe is now going to be little Remy pretty soon. Isn't that right? Probably.
Well, 10 years ago, Petco Love created the Lovey Awards to celebrate organizations and individuals who make a significant life-saving impact for pets. Tonight, we present the Love Amplified Award to recognize an individual who uses their influence to promote pet adoption and greater awareness to our cause.
Wait, you mean someone in this room who's remarkably talented and leads with love? Impossible! Wait, is this where I get to do the drum roll?
Go for it. So please join me in celebrating a kind, compassionate woman who always uses her platform lighting up social media to help save pet lives. 3 years ago, we met her right here at the Astras, snuggling puppies on the red carpet, because like us, she believes pets are love. This year, she enthusiastically recruited others to join her by creating an exciting Dungeons & Dragons live stream event called the Puppy Roll, highlighting adoptable pets nationwide. Tonight, I'm honored to present the Love Amplified Award to the incredibly talented, innovative, and quite surprised, beautiful lady standing right next to me, Anjali Bhumani.
This train, because I was going to wrap one of these guys up and steal him tonight. Thank you so much. Look, everything that we do, let's be honest, you guys, this art that we make can be very solitary. Yes, good, I got you. I got it. But you're coming home with me. This art that we make can feel like sometimes we're not, we're being, it's all about us, and like we want to be able to give back in a way that is different, and we want to be able to give back in a way that is unique, and getting a chance to connect with Petco Love and be able to help these incredible creatures and be able to do all of these wonderful things with them has really been one of the greatest joys of my entire life, let alone my career. So I really, truly encourage all of you to just please go check out Petco Love. Check out Petco Love Lost. It's one of their initiatives that they have that has this beautiful image recognition software where you can take a picture of a lost pet, and if they are in their database, it finds the pet and helps reunite them with their humans. They're doing incredible work, not just with huge organizations, not just giving money to larger organizations, but to the tiny ones which are boots on the grounds with all of the animals. And they bring us puppies at awards shows. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for all you do, and thank you for making me cry.
You know him as Winston Zeddemore in Ghostbusters, and she stars as Rosedyn Shaw in the hit NBC series The Irrational, Ernie Hudson and Karen David.
Annie, congratulations on your award.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. You know, stunt coordinators are the architects who make sure every fall, punch, an explosion is as thrilling as it is safe.
And let's not forget their real talent, convincing actors to give away their lives for a cool-ass, really cool-ass shot.
Yeah, the one that guarantees that hot trailer moment that hooks us into going back to the theaters.
And the nominees are
Best Stunt Coordinator, George Cottle, Deadpool and Wolverine, Lee Morrison, Dune Part 2, Guy Norris, Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga, Nikki Berwick, Gladiator 2, Chris O'Hara, The Fall Guy, Joe McLaren, Wicked.
And the Astra goes to Chris O'Hara. For Fall Guy.
Okay. Thank you again to the Astra Awards for this incredible recognition. I'll be honest, speaking twice in one night is way outside of my comfort zone. But I'm deeply honored to accept this award. Being credited on this film as a stunt designer is humbling. It's a recognition not my work, but the growing importance of stunts as a key part of storytelling. There are so many talented designers out there. I was just fortunate enough to work on a film that understands how essential this role could be. David Leitch deserves much of the credit. David is a brilliant director and one of my closest friends. Collaborating with him on The Fall Guy was a career highlight for me. His unique perspective as a former stuntman elevated everything we did. He trusted us, pushed us, and gave us a space to create something truly special. Again, my family's support is why I can be here tonight. So thank you again to my wife, Kristen, my son, Hudson, my daughter, Rowan, and my other son, Harper. I couldn't have done this without you, and I'm so grateful for all of you. Lastly, I want to dedicate this award to everyone in the stunt community. We've come a long way, but there's still more work to shine a light on the incredible people who make stunts happen. Thank you again to the Astra Awards for helping to move that along and for the recognition that we deserve. Thank you.
All right. This category proves that great films come from all over the world. This year's nominees come from countries like France, India, and Ireland.
Yes. Let's see which film takes home the award and which ones get ahead to your pretentious neighbor's movie night recommendations. And the nominees are
Best International Feature, All We Imagine as Light, Emilia Perez, Glow, I'm Still Here, Kneecap, The Seat of the Sacred Fig.
And the winner is Emilia Perez.
It's really nice. Thank you so much for this recognition. I have a speech. I think it's in the monitor, but no, please take me. Because I'm really tired, and I don't have memory to this. these things, no? Okay, sorry for my English. I try to learn English, and this awards is the best for me because I try and... No? I have... no, not yet. Okay. Thank you so much to the Astra Award for this incredible recognition. That true is really nice, eh? We set out to make this film not knowing where this journey will take us. And what a beautiful journey it's been. I want to thank the audience who have come to this film with openness and for coming along on the wild ride. That's Emilia Perez. I said good this sentence? Okay. Thank you. Sería mejor que hablara en español, pero bueno. Sería más rápido y no tendríamos problemas. This award would not be possible without our visionary director, Jacques Audiard. Jacques, because it's not Jacques, it's Jacques. It's Francais. Give me the opportunity of a lifetime with this role. He also brought together the most talented team of artists from all over the world. We work together as a family on set, and I want to recognize the hundreds of people who come together to make this special film. For my talented castmates, Zoe, Selena, Adriana, and Edgar, to everyone behind the camera. Our talented costume designer, Virginie Montel, our talented costume designer, Virginie Montel, too. Our talented costume designer, Virginie Montel, too. Our DP Paul Gilmer, our production designer, Emmanuel Duplay, our incomparable composer, Camille and Clement, that is here, and my team for the special effects and makeup, and they are amazing for Manitas with me, and so many others. The most important is that this film is an art form, and I like any painting or a sculpture. You don't need language to understand the feeling and the beauty of it. I thank you all for finding the beauty in our little bits of art. Thank you so much for this. And thank you for listening to me.
To present Best Original Score, she plays Sabrina Hollins on Sisters, and he can be seen in Clint Eastwood's Juror Number 2, which is now streaming on Max. Please welcome Novi Brown and Cedric Yarbrough.
An original score is the emotional... Can you imagine if I actually spoke like that? I don't. I'm at an awards show, so let's get an accent. An original score is the emotional core of a movie. It signals us when to laugh, cry, or brace ourselves for the plot twist.
Absolutely, and without these composers, Dune Part 2 would just be 3 hours of Timothée Chalamet brooding in silence. And I mean, that's cute.
Yeah. These nominees gave us everything. Lush orchestras, haunting synths, and the one track you've been shazamming for weeks.
And the nominees are...
Best Original Score, Emilia Perez, The Brutalist, Dune Part 2. The Wild Robot. Wicked. Challengers.
And the Astra Award goes to
Clement, Ducal, and Camille.
Oh, thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. We incorporated a lot of vocals in Emilia Perez's score. Voice can convey so many emotions and stories, and voice is important to both of us, I think.
Yeah, as a child, I sang in a boy choir, and then as other boys, I lost my voice. And working on this film allowed me to find my voice again through great actresses. Thanks to Jacques Audiard, all the extraordinary actresses, Carla Sofia Gascon, Zoe Saldana, Selena Gomez, Adriana Paz, and my wife, Camille.
Yeah, as a child, I grew up in France, and I was craving to sing and to make people sing, but it didn't happen that much. I couldn't be in a choir, and I studied very hard, and eventually I became a singer-songwriter. And when Jacques came to us and told us that he wanted the music to enchant a desperate reality, it appealed to me immediately, and I'm very thankful to him for making me legitimate to write lyrics about Mexico and this wonderful Emilia Perez story.
So we would like to thank Astra Awards and Hollywood Creative Alliance and our agents, Jeff Jenny, Martin de la Masure, Patty Macmillan.
Thomas Mikos, Ray Costa, and our music supervisor, Pierre-Marie Dru, and our assistant on set, Lucille Schricky.
And our Netflix team, Nicole Duong and Albertello.
Thank you.
And all the others. Emma.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I had to play them off there. All right.
Well, we're back because this category awards those who touched our souls with the enchanting lyrics that we hum and those power ballads that we swear we're good at, but we butcher at karaoke.
Ooh. Okay, I have an idea.
What?
I'll sing a couple of bars from an original song from a film,
Okay.
and you guess the movie.
Okay, I'm down. Let's do
All
it.
right. Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world?
A Star is Born.
Yes. Okay, all right, here we go.
Classic.
You're here. There's nothing I fear. And I know that my heart will go on. Yes.
Yes. Say it. Crowd, what is it? That's right.
Yes, okay.
Titanic. Okay,
Okay,
good.
now I got another one. These lyrics are a doozy.
Really hard.
Okay.
Yeah, finish it. Don't be. What is it? Okay, I was gonna say.
You're guessing,
No,
not them.
they're
You're
guessing. Okay, wait. Let me try it now.
I wrote this.
Wait, let me try mine. Hold, back up.
You got one? You got one?
Yeah. It's coming. Okay.
We don't have the rights to that. Okay. And the nominees are
Best Original Song, Compress and Repress from Challengers, performed by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. El Mal from Emilia Perez, performed by Camille, Carla Sofia Gascon, and Zoe Saldana. Harper and Will Go West from Will and Harper, performed by Kristen Wiig. Kiss the Sky from The Wild Robot, performed by Maren Morris. Mi Camino from Emilio Perez, performed by Selena Gomez. Piece by Piece from Piece by Piece, performed by Pharrell Williams.
all right.
Okay.
And the Astra goes to.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what the crowd's going to think. Mi Camino, performed by Selena Gomez.
Okay, let's be less shy this time. Come on. Say something.
Thank you.
Je peux traduire si tu veux.
Okay.
I can translate if you want to be spontaneous.
Mi Camino means journey, I think. It's a chemin in French. So this film was such a journey, almost 5 years of work. And I think working with these incredible actresses, sorry for my English, enhanced a lot our songs and our music. So I feel very, j'ai plein de gratitude. Thankful for all the team.
Yeah. Thank you, Selena, for inspiring us so much. I want to tell her, even if she's not here tonight, that what we like about Selena is her vulnerability, is what she is as a person. That inspired the song. And thank you, Selena. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
From Awards Buzz and the presenter of tonight's Breakthrough Performer Award, please welcome Abe Freetanzer.
The title, A Complete Unknown, may refer to Bob Dylan, but Joan Baez is a breakout, just as much a part of this film's story. Embodied by actress Monica Barbaro, Joan immediately demonstrates clear talent, impressing a room full of people before Bob takes the stage. Musical ability is just the tip of the iceberg with Barbaro's performance, which is at its most entertaining when Joan's attitude towards Bob sours and they're still forced to share the stage professionally. Before this breakout turn, Barbaro had already demonstrated her range with a number of memorable performances. On television, she's had major roles in series like Unreal, Chicago Justice, The Good Cop, Splitting Up Together, and Fubar. In 2022, she appeared in 2 films that couldn't be any more different: the experimental independent drama The Cathedral and the box office smash sequel and Best Picture nominee Top Gun: Maverick. Standing opposite Timothée Chalamet and in the company of established actors like Edward Norton, Boyd Holbrook, Norbert Leo Butz, and Elle Fanning, Barbaro conveys a passion for music and performance that shines through in her take on Joan. Portraying a legend is no easy task, yet she creates an effective and lasting interpretation that makes her just as critical to the film's story as its lead character. Before I bring Monica to the stage to accept this year's Breakthrough Performer Award, we want to take a moment to show you all a little bit of incredible work thus far. Please enjoy.
I didn't play guitar. I could kind of play the ukulele, and I'd sing in the shower. That was pretty much where I started this.
I remember just listening to her and just, she's singing that? Is that Joan or is that her?
Go away from my window. Much of working on the music actually gave me so much insight into who she was and what the time was like.
Monica has just a natural intelligence and presence and talent.
How about that Joan Baez, folks?
Together, flowers constantly,
and come each time you call. A lover for your life and nothing more, but it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe.
Please put your hands together for this year's breakthrough performer, Monica Barbaro.
Hi. Thank you so much. This is my first official award ever, so thank you. Thank you. Oh, God, it unscrews. Thank you to the HCA. This is so exciting. And what an incredible honor to receive a Breakthrough Performance Award. Film critics and journalists, you play such an important role in our industry. You are a vital link between the work we do and the audiences we hope to reach. You challenge us, you keep us honest, and you champion us. Thank you very much for that lovely intro. I just feel so lucky to be an actor and to be part of this community, so thank you for your passion and integrity and your commitment to uplifting the profession of storytelling. And thank you for this. It feels very surreal to be accepting recognition at all, let alone for portraying someone as extraordinary as Joan Baez. When our lovely director, James Mangold, emailed me with the subject line, "Joan is yours," I was elated, but also struck by the weight of the responsibility. Joan is not just an incredibly talented musician. She is a living embodiment of resistance. She's a voice of truth. And she's an artist who has been at the forefront of some of the most defining movements in our recent history. So to consider stepping into her shoes was daunting. But the more I learned about her and the more I sought to understand the complexity of her spirit and her relationship with Bob and her family and the world around her, and not to mention the complexity of her voice and just the weighted nuance she gives to every song, the more she enlightened my existence as an artist and as a person, and I feel very grateful to her for that. I've been processing the word breakthrough, and I think it's easy to get caught up in this idea that there will be some single moment, like one job or one performance, film, character, that'll just be some like threshold you cross through and then it all happens. But what I've come to realize in many years of work is that there are many of these breakthrough moments throughout a career, and they come in all different shapes and sizes, even in the classroom sometimes. And many of them no one will ever even know about. But all these moments, what they have in common is that they're just the beautiful result of a persistent, ongoing process of stepping out of your comfort zone and of learning and growing and letting go of shame and taking risks. So if I may be so bold, I hope I can encourage anyone, budding actors, artists, craftspeople, anyone there who's sort of waiting for some like big moment, some breakthrough moment. Just keep going, keep creating. And in the meantime, I think I've kind of needed to hear this throughout my career. Just recognize along the way all of what you've already accomplished and offer yourself the gift of that recognition. And eventually it'll just be like super extra special when someone else recognizes your efforts with you and connects with what you've created. Lastly, sorry, almost done. In the spirit of recognition, let me just say that none of this particular beautiful moment would be possible without the support and efforts of so many people. So thank you to Searchlight Pictures, to everyone there. To our brilliant director, James Mangold, thank you for your email and for your guidance and for always being such a fierce advocate for your actors. To the extraordinary cast of this film, we're all junketing and pushing and getting excited about promoting our film right now. Hopefully they're all asleep by now. It's been a long day. Timothy, Elle, Ed, Boyd, your dedication and passion were and are absolutely contagious. And I just feel so fortunate to be on this ride with you guys. To my team, my family, my friends. Your belief in me, especially in moments where I've desperately doubted myself, and your patience with my incessant self-deprecation, and your willingness to laugh along with and at me, just, make my world go round. So thank you for softening the blows and sending the winds off with fireworks. I love you guys. Thank you so much for this award, my very first, and I'm just deeply honored. Thank you.
Coming to the stage to present the Game Changer Award is HCA member La Sherma.
We're gonna shorten this just a little bit. I'm a short king. All right. The Hollywood Creative Alliance is thrilled to honor Carla Sofia Gascon with this year's Astra Game Changer Award. Gascon has built a career through her appearances in numerous telenovelas and films, including El Señor de los Cielos and The Noble Family. Tonight, we celebrate Carla's most recent performance in Jacques Audiard's Emilia Perez, an inventive, audacious, and unpredictable cinematic experience made even more noteworthy through the performances of Gascon and her fellow cast. Gascon is truly transformative in the role, managing to portray Emilia's journey as a leader of a Mexican drug cartel, both pre- and post-transition. Through this genre-bending, mind-warping musical roller coaster, Gascon is a grounding entity that audiences can connect to through the screen. There is not a moment wasted in a single frame. Turning into a vulnerable and masterful performance, the audiences and critics are buzz all around the world. So sorry. It is no surprise her performance has led to such high praise, earning her the title of Best Actress Award at the Cannes Film Festival, and more recently, the European Film Awards, making her the first openly trans actor to do so. Through Emilia, Gascon showed us complexities of living through violence with a body that doesn't feel like yours and a tortured soul. With Carla's input, Emilia's journey became more human, more realized. Audiard once said that her talent comes from her very life, from the singularity of her experiences. She has taken on her responsibility to her community with grace, being a strong advocate for the transgender and queer rights. This film is clear in its message: to bring about a positive change in our society, one of acceptance and understanding. For her incredible performance in Emilia Perez, her courageous heart, and history-making strides, we are honored to celebrate Carla Sofia Gascon with this year's Astra Game Changer Award. Now, before we bring Carla up, let's take a look at her game-changing performance in Emilia Perez.
¿Y con quién andas aquí?
Con Simon.
Ah.
Él se encarga de mis asuntos en Europa.
Con Simon. ¿Sabes que de hecho Simon y yo... Esto... Mingo. Mierda. ¿Qué haces por acá?
Tengo mis negocios en Londres.
No te hagas pendeja. ¿Mandaste a alguien a rastrearme?
A nadie, tranquila.
No reconozco tu voz.
¿Solo mi voz?
Please join me in welcoming this year's Game Changer recipient, Carla Sofia Gascon.
Sorry for it's my second lesson of English today. Wow. Don't worry. If I want to fix the monitor, I do. I study electricity in my journals. Yes, it's true. It's not. Thank you so much. I have a speech, but I don't have two. Please come. Because it's not in the monitor too. Sorry. Come bring me, please. Sorry, because I was in Switzerland yesterday. I arrived 2 hours before here because my life now is really strange. But I received our movie received 5 recognition for the European Academy Awards, and it's amazing. Yes. Okay, second lesson. But you need a little more, no? Thank you so much to the Astra Awards for this deeply appreciated honor. Also, thank you to Jacques Audiard for seeing me for who I am and what I could do as an actress. Emilia Perez has changed my life, obviously. Now I am flying a lot around the world. Helped shape me, the character around me as an actress. He used a lot of who I was to help Emilia feel like an authentic character. I will not be up here today without the support of my co-stars, Zoe, Selena, Adriana, and Edgar. Sharing the screen with you and going this journey with you has a profound changed me as an artist, and as a woman. To be seen as your true self, this is really hard for me. There's a lot of words that I don't understand. So this is one of the most life-changing experiences. I had feel a lot of responsibility, not only for the work, but for many groups I represent. I think I represent hope for my colleagues. There is still much work to be done. But I wish this film continues to open people's eyes to how beautiful life can be when we're all really being seen. Thank you so much. Sorry again for my English. I promise for the next week to take a lesson. And thank you so much. Thank you, Astra.
To present the award for Best Action or Science Fiction Feature is HCA's Dave Roberts and lead of DEIA at TBWA and Chiat Day LA, Jennifer Payne.
Good evening, everyone.
Let me tell you, 2024 has been a wild ride for action films, too. We have had every interesting genre of action films from, I am sorry about this, but I'm going to be honest, I don't have my glasses on today. So I want y'all to bear with me. But you want to go ahead and read that for me? Fall Guy. Thank you.
Best of the movies, The Fall Guy, and Twisters, Monkey Man, Furiosa,
and to the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
It's like a buffet of explosives, cars chasing the storms, vengeance with designer bionic limbs, and monkeys and more apes. That was a lot of fun this year. So Jen, what's one of the favorite things about action films for you.
I'm going to tell you, when women can kick some serious ass and still manage to look way cooler than I do after a 5-minute jog.
Well, you bet. Watching a woman, take down bad guys while looking fabulous is super funny. Well, it's no fun to get your ass kicked by anyone,
Yes, maybe not, but, that's entertainment. You can't put a price on that. And here are the nominees.
Best Action or Science Fiction Feature: Civil War, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Monkey Man, The Fall Guy, Twisters.
And, yes, let's see. And the award goes to...
And the Astras for Best Action or Science Fiction Feature goes to...
Monkey Man!
Wow. Good evening, everyone. Hey, first off, thank you to the HCA for this honor. To our fellow nominees, it's a privilege just to be in your company. I accept this award on behalf of our director and star, Dev Patel. Yes. And the rest of the producers, Joe Thomas, Basil and Erica at Thunder Road, Jordan, Wynn, Ian at Monkey Paw, Christine Habler, Anjay Nagpal, Raghavi Joshi, and myself. I thank our fantastic team at Universal for getting this film out there. I would also like to thank and congratulate the stellar cast and the brilliant crew, especially our stunt team, led by Uday and Brahim. And again, it truly takes a village. So thank you, and appreciate this. Thank you.
She's from the hit Netflix series Nobody Wants This, and you know him from This Is Us, and he's starring in the upcoming Neon film Presence. Join us in welcoming Jackie Tone and Chris Sullivan.
Hi, everybody.
Good evening.
You're still here. I'm shouting. I've noticed from my chair that everyone was really quiet, but that's just because they were not shouting. Well, folks, the Best Cast Ensemble nominees remind us that the best movies are always carried by a group of individuals with chemistry, vulnerable moments. You're doing your finger acting? Okay, good.
Yeah.
And the third, probably the funniest group texts.
That's right.
The group texts on Nobody Wants This. We would all be arrested.
I want in.
I'll join you later, baby. I'll invite you later.
From the sprawling sci-fi sands of Dune Part 2 to the backstage drama of Saturday Night, together, these casts brought worlds to life.
And let's not forget about Gladiator 2. Nothing says ensemble like a bunch of sweaty warriors yelling at each other.
I know what you're talking about.
Stop it, you do.
And
those
the
dudes are hot. Oh, wait,
the
no,
nominees are...
Best Cast Ensemble: Conclave, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Gladiator 2, Saturday Night, Wicked.
And the Astra Award for Best Cast Ensemble goes to... This is exciting. I can't believe I'm messing it up.
You've got it.
Okay. Saturday Night! Our table mate.
Hey guys, I'm not the I'm not the whole cast. My name is Gabe. I'm an actor in the movie. Thank you very much. On behalf of the cast of Saturday Night, I can proudly say that this was some of the most fulfilling work we've gotten to experience in regards to creativity, in community, from the cast to the crew to the 150 background artists we got to work with and get to know every single day. Everyone just had so much fun making this movie. So thank you to the HCAs for watching it and thinking we should be here. To Jess Gonchour, our production designer, Danny Glicker, our wardrobe, thank you for creating the world in which we got to, play pretend in. We really felt like we were there. We'd like to thank Sony, John Papsadera for casting us, Peter Rice, Jason Blumenfeld, Erica Mills, Joanne Peritano. Thank you for producing it. Thank you, Gil Kennan and Jason Reitman, for writing this wonderful piece of work where, there's 80 speaking roles and every single character has a beginning, middle, and end. And that's really hard to do and really fun as an actor. And especially Jason Reitman for just conducting the most positively encouraging and welcoming set for everyone involved to just go nuts. But ultimately, if it weren't for the Leviathan institution that is Saturday Night Live and its disruptive band of pioneers, film and television, our culture, our favorite movies, I don't think we would be inspired in the same way. I think this room would be very different if it weren't for them. So it means a lot to, give back a little bit. So thank you, everybody. Good night.
Let's do another one.
Okay.
Let's talk about directors, shall we?
Let's talk about
Come on, we've got a couple left. Stay with me. Stay with me. Directors are the captains of the cinematic ship, steering every scene, every performance, and every emotion to create something unforgettable.
This took a turn in a direction I like.
Yeah.
That was exciting, Chris.
Speaking of
direction. That's right. These nominees didn't just direct. They orchestrated, they elevated, and they left us sitting in the theater in awe of their vision.
These directors crafted worlds, inspired performances, and left their audiences begging for a sequel.
Ooh, and the nominees are...
Best Director: Brady Corbett, The Brutalist. Coralie Farge, The Substance. Denis Villeneuve, Dune, Part 2. Jacques Audiard, Emilia Perez. John M. Chu, Wicked. Sean Baker, Anora.
All right, and the winner of the Astra Award for Best Director is John M. Chu for Wicked.
John Chu!
Hi, everybody. Thank you to the HCAs. Means a lot, I've wanted to make movies for a long time, my whole life. Watching movies with my grandfather, drawing movies in the notebook in the bar of my family's Chinese restaurant. I got a camera in my hand, and I forced my friends to be in it, bribing them with food, free food. I edited till 4 a.m. A lot of people here probably did the same. I lost hard drives. I shot wedding videos, bar mitzvah videos. I got yelled at by my clients. Yes, I did. Built my own crane with a friend from a kit we bought in the back of a Videomaker magazine. Yes. It didn't work very well. But I dreamed of going to USC Film School and did everything. I skipped every party to figure out how to get into that school. And it was worth it. Because, and when all I wanted to do was study movies. I wanted to make movies. I wanted to not think about anything else but making movies. And I got to do that, to make cinema. Surrounded by peers, by people who love movies just as much as me, and maybe even more. And we didn't just call it video making. How's your video making going? No, we called it filmmaking. And I loved it. Who understood the power of the frame, of a cut, and of silence. I've never known anything in my life like film. And putting teams together, problem solving, setting a course, a vision, and everyone together trying to find a way to make the thing that we want to make, something bigger than any of us individually could make. Directing movies is the privilege of my life. So I can't tell you how much this award means to me, and it may be the only award I ever get for directing, and so I want to truly express how much I love this art form, and I love the people that I get to do it with, you included, all the journalists out there who write about us and make this stuff important. I want to thank the whole cast and crew of Wicked, who put our hearts and minds, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. We all put our hearts and minds and lives on that screen. We sacrificed holidays and comfortable sleeping nights to try and achieve something greater than us, the American fairy tale through the eyes of a new generation. Thank you to our families for putting up with us, especially mine, my wife, my kids, Willow, Heights, Ruby, Iggy, and Stevie Sky, 5 kids. 3 of them were born while making Wicked. No twins. It's been a long time. 3 moms, but not just one mom. Just one. You never know after tonight. No, that's terrible. Oh, God. Why did I do that? I don't know. And thank you to the HCAs for giving me this honor tonight. I'm one lucky to be in this business. We all are, and I'm going to be here for a long time. And some of my movies you'll like, some of my movies you'll hate. That's okay. We're here for a while. But I will always give you my best. I promise that, because making movies saves my life every day. So thank you. Thank you very much.
And now, to present the final award of the evening, here are HCA members Kevin Taft and Sari Cohen.
We're just waiting for the teleprompter to catch up.
You don't look like John.
I am not John. We are here to present the grand finale. Here we go.
Here we go.
Wait, no, almost.
Almost.
So close.
This is good. This was all planned.
Here we go.
Okay. Here we go.
Here we are, really. To present the Best Picture category, the crown jewel of the night.
These films brought us epic adventures, from sweeping desert planets to a Cinderella story of a sex worker from Brooklyn, to whatever is keeping Demi Moore looking younger than her daughters.
Let's find out which film will be buying all the drinks at the after party tonight.
And the nominees are...
Best Picture: Honora, A Real Pain, Challengers, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, Sing Sing, The Brutalist, The Substance, Wicked.
And the Astra goes to the film we've all been holding space for, Wicked.
I'm back. I'm so sorry. But I have a few more things to say, if that's okay. Yeah, my movie is 2 hours and 40 minutes, and so my speech is only an hour. This is an honor. Thank you to the HCA again. When I got the call for this project, it was during the lockdown, and our whole world was in a sort of a freeze frame of fear. So as we gathered our cast and our crew, we knew we weren't simply making another movie this time. We sought out to capture a mood, an emotional bookmark of what it feels like to be in a time where the truth has been revealed. The storyteller unmasked, and the future so unsure, looking for where to go, what path to take, with our dreams and fairy tales spoiled, and the reveal that the yellow brick road may not be so simple, that maybe it's not made for us, and maybe even it was never meant for us. And there was no wizard waiting to give us our heart's desire on the other side. The original Wicked story tackled anti-Semitism, feeling othered, friendship, among many other things, and Elphaba represented what it meant to feel oppressed, silent, different. It's what millions have connected with, myself included, but when you have Cynthia Erivo singing those words, when you have Cynthia Erivo singing those words that we've heard a million times, all the meaning changes. We were allowed to go in and reinterpret this character from the inside out. And boy, did she. For a woman of color being judged for the color of her skin, with the powers of the universe inside, ready to shake some shit up and rise higher than ever before with a cape more glorious than any king. This was never just a musical adaptation of a Broadway show. This was a coup. And the same goes to Ariana Grande, to relook at what it means to have privilege, to be an ally, and the enormously complicated decision to act on what can often be performative, all wrapped up in a delicious charm and whip-smart comedy. It's nothing less than genius in my book, and we'll get more into that in part 2. To prove that love and compassion require uncomfortable truths. They require courage to feel the sadness and anger in order to truly feel empathy for another person's journey, and that we should get used to that messy feeling if we are going to get through this next chapter in our own history outside of Oz. The main question our movie poses is, are people born wicked, or is wickedness thrust upon us? Truth is, maybe there's a third answer. Both answers actually are passive. Neither put any responsibility in our own hands. And yes, every day we are both potentially good and wicked, and every day we make little choices to decide who we are. Wickedness can happen to all of us, little by little, if we let it. Accepting cruelty, ignoring calls for help, staying in our bubbles is a choice. So it can happen very slowly, almost imperceptibly, which is the real villain in our story. So to feel the love of the audience, of the critics, of the fans, and non-fans of musicals, and fans of musicals, I've never felt that love before. So thank you to everyone out there who shared how this movie has touched and affected you. The true brains of this are Mark Platt, David Stone, our producers, Stephen Schwartz and Winnie Holtzman, the amazing creators, Prophetic, Joe Mantella, Wayne, the true hearts, Idina and Kristen, of course, all the original creators. Thank you for trusting us with your baby and showing us the way. Our studio, Universal, Donna and Peter, for believing in the power of movies, to take a moonshot with us, doing what no musical has done before. And our people, our choreographer, Chris Scott, who's here, right over there. If you've seen those dances on TikTok, that's his fault. Cinematographer Alice Brooks, who I've worked with for 20 years, is amazing. Editor Mayan Kirstein, our music department, our VFX department, our production designer Nathan Crowley, Paul Taswell, our costume designer, come on, Francis Hannon, our hair and makeup, and many, many thousands of builders, 3D print artists, painters, construction, plasterers, miniature artists, dancers, accountants, everybody, orchestra players, and everything in between. This was a massive endeavor, the hardest thing we've ever done in our life, and something that no computer could have ever conjured up on its own. And I don't just say about this about our movie, I say this about all of our movies here today. This may be one of the last awards that we have this year of without a computer involved in these things, which is scary. But I promise you that the little human touches, the errors, the scratches, the flares, the things that we put in, the things that happen on the day that you couldn't think of in your bedroom, you couldn't program in your committee meeting room, those are the things that make cinema. And so, yes. So I take this as a celebration of that work, of human beings creating things together. Thank you very much. Love you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Give it up one last time for Loni Love.
Whoa, what an evening we had. Hey, you guys, can we give it up to the people that are watching on YouTube? Please give them a hand. Show them that we love them. I told them I was going to give them a shout out. And let's give a hand also to Scott Menzel, the head of the HCA. Thank you so much for your hard work, Scott. To my director in the back, a very big thank you. And you know what, you guys, you hung in there. This is the start of the award season. Awards are currency. It's important because people work really hard on these projects. And to have success and acknowledgement, and for you all to stay, it warms my heart. So thank you, especially you, Ernie. You stayed up. We'll see y'all next year. Thank you, Loni Love. Take care.